Nobody wins when the family feels.
A guy with a long gun.
Alright, all units you call, we got somebody with a long gun. 5432 Chester, 5432 Chester. We have two vehicles moving out.
Neighborhood. We learned overnight police found a fifth victim who died. In total, we are told the gunman shot 7 people, including 2 children.
It was a horrifying scene. The gunman was wearing a bulletproof vest while he went on that deadly killing spree.
The scene unfolded. Officers put their own lives in danger, engaging the shooter while he was firing with a rifle. 2 people are in custody this morning.
Yeah, it's a fluid situation. The total number of those injured changing a couple of times, but once again, 7 people shot, we're being told by police, 5 of them dead, 2 injured. The two who are injured, the 2 who survived rather, are ages 2 and 13 years old. I want to give you a look behind us here where we are. So the streets are now back open. This is Fraser Street you're looking at. This is like halfway between 56th and 57th. But Fraser Street is where this all ended. Police say the suspect, he was loaded with ammunition and had protective gear.
Officers were able to apprehend the male in the rear alley of 1600 Fraser Street. And when they did, this male was wearing a bulletproof vest with multiple magazines in the vest. He also had a scanner and an AR-style rifle and a handgun.
One of the victims.
I just came to get my grandbaby and my daughter and take them to the hospital, and I came back. My house is in a crime scene.
This is the house.
I can't even go in my house.
Getting into a car, just walking down the street.
I think that the man ran up and just started shooting people that was in the outside. So imagine if it was the 4th and everybody out. It's just not safe anywhere.
July 2nd, 2023, only 2 days before the 4th, Independence Day, a mass shooting took place in Philadelphia, leaving 7 people shot and 5 people losing their life due to their injuries. May they all rest in peace. Now, authorities have said they arrested the suspect right away in a nearby alley. They end up releasing the name just the next day. When they released the name, I wanted to do my research and see who this person was, or was it anything public that they presented. Let's just say, family, you never know someone's life story until they live their life. Authorities claim this was targeted, but the motive is yet still unclear. So in this video, we're going to talk about the details and also this background history on this man that turned into a cross-dresser. So before we get into this one, remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to jump right to it. Now, mass majority of the public was kind of confused when authorities have released this picture. But this is a 40-year-old man who identified himself as a woman on his Facebook, which we'll later take a look at, and also a former boxer. He had 7 fights, having 2 wins and 5 losses. Now at the time, it seems Kim Brady wanted to identify himself as a woman and started to cross-dress. But on July 2nd, 2023, Kim Brady was also the sole shooter of a mass shooting in Philadelphia, leaving 7 people hit and 5 people deceased. One of the 7 individuals that was struck was young as 2 years old. But before we disclose the details, let's check out what Kim Brady will post on Facebook. Definitely was a Trump supporter, making posts like how to catch a predator, another hoodie that say I lubricate my AR-15 with the caption, lubricate. Joni made a post, fear does not stop death, it stops life, pieces of my soul as the caption. A day before the shooting, it was a post that he posted, quoting, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I am kind to everyone, but when someone is unkind to me, weak, it's not what you are going to remember about me. Now on that mass shooting, it was later confirmed that the people who lost their life aged in a range of 15 to 59, the 2 children were shot and wounded. Now sources say that the suspect is 40-year-old Kim Brady, who lives on the 5600 block of Belmont Terrace, which is only a couple blocks from the actual crime scene. Now it seems Kim Brady was arrested in 2003 and not even supposed to be around firearms. Apparently, he was arrested December 8th, 2003 for carrying a concealed weapon, carrying firearms without a license, knowledge or intentionally possessing controlled substance, and carrying a firearm in a public place. He accepted a guilty plea with a minimum of 3 years. He was released February 27, 2004. And according to his Facebook page, that's when he started identifying himself as a woman. The 15-year-old boy who lost his life, he was just going across the street to get a snack. Now before we play the clip on how other people lose their life, let's pay some respects to the fallen victims by shouting them out. Deshaun Brown, 15 years old. Rashawn Merritt, 22 years old. Damir Staten, 29 years old, Joseph Wuma, 31 years old, and Ralph Morales, 59 years old. Rest in peace, and love and condolences to you guys' family.
Right now, new details are emerging about the mass shooting in Philadelphia's King Sessing neighborhood that killed 5 people last night and left 2 children injured. City and police leaders just wrapped up a press conference within the hour. They revealed the suspect was firing an AR-15 style rifle aimlessly, they say, at people in their cars, including a mom who was driving her twin children.
What happened last night in our King Sessing neighborhood was unimaginably disgusting and horrifying.
Now, while authorities did not identify the suspect, sources tell Action News the identity of the alleged shooter is 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker. It's Tuesday afternoon. I'm Shari Williams alongside Aliana Gomez. Brian and Sarah are off.
The big story on Action News is the latest on that mass shooting that unfolded just as families prepared to celebrate the 4th of July. Police say the gunman opened fire around 8:30 last night in the area of 56th Street and Chester Avenue. The crime scene spans several blocks. A 5th victim was found dead overnight inside a home.
Action News reporter Brianna Smith now joining us live from police headquarters. And Brianna, police are still trying to figure out if there is a motive behind this.
Yes, Shari, police believe the shooting was intentional, but as you just mentioned, they're trying to figure out why the suspect shot and killed 5 people and injured several others, including children. And as you can imagine, family members who lost a loved one are asking that same question: why?
You took my son. You took my baby.
Marie Merritt says it was hard to sleep Monday night knowing her youngest of 5 children will never return home.
It's like I feel him saying, why me? Why me? Why me? You know, I laid in the bed and I seen his face. He said, Mom, what happened?
22-year-old Lashad Merritt was one of the 5 victims who was shot and killed after 8:30 Monday night. Marie says he was just running to the store across from his house for a snack. Philadelphia police say Lashad was shot several times on Greenway Avenue, but the violence started on the 1600 block of South 56th Street. 4 other ages 15 to 59 were shot. One was found hours later in a nearby home. Police now believe he was the first victim. 2 boys ages 2 and 13 suffered gunshot wounds, while 2 other victims were injured from glass.
Such an act of violence is abhorrent and goes against everything we stand for in this community.
Police say the suspect is 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker. They're reviewing this video believed to be him firing on South 56th Street near Independence Charter School West. Police say they chased after Carricker and he surrendered to officers on Fraser Street while wearing a ski mask, bulletproof vest, and had an AR-style rifle.
People scared people on edges, and it's like a whole community is going to be affected by this.
Especially the survivors and loved ones like Marie, who will always wonder why her greatest gift was taken so soon.
You was my #1 prize, and he knows that. He knows that. I miss him so much.
And Lashad's family will have a vigil to honor him tonight at 6. Meanwhile, police are investigating and trying to figure out if the suspect had any connection to the victims. Reporting outside police headquarters, Brianna Smith, Channel 6 Action News. Shari?
Okay, Brianna, thank you. Well, let's talk more about the identity of all 5 victims of the mass shooting in King Sessing, as they have now been released. The youngest is 15-year-old Dejan Brown, also killed 22-year-old Lashad Merritt, 59-year-old Ralph Morales, 29-year-old Damir Stanton, and 31-year-old Joseph Wama Jr. Of course, we're working to learn more about these victims.
As of now, the true motive is still unclear. If more develop, I'll make sure I keep you guys updated. Fam, that was the story of the Philadelphia man who was a boxer, who then turned himself to a crossdresser, who decided to be the sole shooter of a mass shooting in Philadelphia, resulting in 5 people losing their life. May they rest in peace once again. 7 people in total struck by a bullet. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, fam, I'll catch you on the next one.